Can you see his pants?
Yeah, you can.
What is that? What's going on here?
Someone said his pants are trash in here.
What's the satin kneckcort?
See, man, it's fashion, man. Now that I'm into the 240s,
I think it's all. I think it's.
That was a short-lived living in the neighborhood. I was like, yeah, let me go back and wait. I hate my body.
You teetered in?
Man, I teetered in. I sat there. It was maybe for like a hot 2 days, 249, 248. Next day, 252. It was like, no, why are you doing this to me?
It's gonna take a minute.
I know, man.
You're gonna saunter in and out for a minute. Then you're gonna get your permanent residence.
I need that permanent residency, man.
Bro, you keep working.
I just want that scale to say 225 one time, just once. And then we could just go back to whatever it needs to be. But I needed to say it once.
You see 225, you might ascend into heaven.
That's it. That's it. I'm gone.
Don't do nothing ridiculous, man.
No, we're gonna ride roller coasters.
Well, you're doing no. I'm talking about to get to 225.
Oh no.
Just focus on the thing. Yeah, cut that off your head. That's 4 pounds of nonsense.
You don't like the hair?
That's probably what's happening.
You just hit me with the sponge this morning.
I don't like it.
Wait,
the longer it grows, you're gaining more weight on the head.
That's 2 pounds of nonsense right there. That's 251 and 252. Cut that off.
This is low key lit though.
Nah,
it's curling up too. You see it.
Put your head down.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
you see it.
Your hair could really do anything you wanted to do.
I like it. But yeah, man, I got to figure out what's going on with the scale. Let's get this started. You ready?
Why is your chain all the way silver now? That used to be a gold chain. You got to go to the kiosk.
It's like one of those old mood rings, except for it just stays that color.
I'm telling you, I really want to create a show where I look for the best fake gold across the country.
I mean, you found a lot of it already.
You've got to go to the kiosk.
Any mall.
I walked past it today, and they kind of gave me that look like, you need to be back. I was like, oh, you mind your business.
It's like completely silver now.
Yeah.
It was gold.
Yeah.
It is silver now.
And this one was expensive. This was like $200. How they started? How you gonna charge me $200 for the fakeness?
What are rappers paying for then?
They're renting all their things,
they
bro.
Rent all their jewelry.
I knew that.
Rent?
Yes.
Yeah.
Especially like in their shoots. When they do like cover shoots, they'll get like hundreds and thousands of dollars of jewelry, merchandise stuff pulled that they're not their designer, but who's their
stylist?
Their stylist will pull it, and then they return it the next day. They don't take any of that home.
But they be having those chains other times.
Some of them buy it, but some of it be fugazi. Are rappers wearing fake chains?
I don't think rappers are wearing fake chains.
No,
they'll get called out for that.
Nah, man. I think it's cool to wear fake chains. I'm telling you, man. That's the next show I want to do. Fool's Gold. I want to go to different cities and different kiosks across the country and find the best fake gold. I feel like it's a good investment.
Get your weekly dose of R&R.
What up? This is your boy Doughboy.
I'm Kev on stage. Yeah.
And we are back for another installment of Started Off to the Right, Righteous and Ratchet. And we are in March of this year, and I feel like January was too long, and February was way too short, though.
February was long.
Was it?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it was much shorter than January. I feel like January was like a year in itself. It felt really, really
so
it's
much
already March.
Did we learn anything new in Black History Month? Was this a win
we
for
had
the
an
culture?
extra day. I mean,
what'd you do with your extra day of Black History Month besides coon around all day?
I ain't do nothing. I went and seen a bad movie yesterday. Don't go see Invisible Man. It was
Is
terrible.
that with Elizabeth Moss?
Yes.
were you unable to see it?
It was. I see.
Sorry.
What you did.
Is that John Cena's movie? I don't be seeing scary movies anyway. And let me talk to you, Jordan Peele. Enough.
Candyman?
Enough.
That looks crazy.
You know how long it took me to recover from seeing Candyman as a child?
Really?
I just recovered the day before the trailer came out.
You gotta watch this.
No.
And you know what I'm loving about Jordan Peele, what he's doing? He be taking an old school song and flipping it somehow.
I want a full mixtape.
Say My Name. The officers like,
fire.
it was like, say my name. I was like, ah.
By the way, Candyman is directed by a black woman. Not directed by Jordan Peele, produced
So he's
by
just
Jordan
producing
Peele.
it now.
He produced by Jordan Peele, and we won't allow her to be erased. Her name is Nia.
Okay, so what is it? So now he's just like.
I know he's producing it. He might have wrote it, but they're using him to promote it because he's the big name. But it's directed by a black woman. Just ask yourself.
I don't remember seeing Candyman as a child.
Oh my gosh!
Is it scary?
Yes.
What is the legend of Candyman? What did he do?
You say his name 5 times, and he comes and reminds you to keep your name out his mouth. Keep his name out your mouth.
Very urban.
It is the blackest thing ever. Like, all right,
you got my name. You got one more time to speak on my name.
Now I got to kill you.
So, but like, what's his origin story? Like, he just ate a bunch of candy, and what's the thing with the bees? Like, what is he, like a diabetes prevention?
Hilarious.
Like what is his whole thing?
I don't know where the bees came from. I don't know where the little hook came
The hook?
from. I don't know.
Did you ever say it back in the day?
Are you crazy?
You thought somebody was gonna show up with some Skittles for you. Candyman.
Hey.
Y'all really? I gotta say it in the mirror first.
Don't play.
This is a reflection here, man. You're
really
playing too
scared of
much.
stuff?
Yes.
Really?
Jordan Peele done got me twice.
Nah. Were you really scared in the second movie?
Dun.
It had more jump scares than Get Out for sure.
I don't know. I
don't like scary movies. That's just the thing. I avoid them at all costs.
I shout out to Kevin too because I realize I be forgetting his things that he don't like and stuff. And so we're supposed to be doing a spoiler alert. It's all like, Kev, man, watch this movie. And I was telling him to go watch Invisible Man. He was like, man, I sure do hate scary movies, but I'll watch it for the team. I was like, no, I forgot. Don't watch it. Don't put that in your spirit. No, you said you were going to watch it at first, and then I
did.
And I was like, no, I don't watch it. I forgot. Like, you be scared.
I got to save all my energy to watch Jordan Peele. Plus, that dude Yaya is killing it.
Who is that? He's the star of that?
Yeah, he's star Candyman. He was your boy in Watchmen,
Dr. Manhattan.
He was in Aquaman.
I don't know if I tried to start watching Watchmen at the wrong moment, but that first episode, I was just like, I tried to watch it this week.
It's a lot of dialogue in the first one, bro.
First episode, I was just like,
so good.
You didn't like it?
Blink.
It's so good, John.
I got to try it again.
Please revisit.
Maybe I was just having a bad day. I think.
Give it like a 2-3 episode shot.
Doughboy don't be into stuff, man.
I do.
If he don't get.
I watched the whole season of The Boys. That is the best show on TV.
Melissa's not here. Okay,
no.
good. Oh. You were asking in the group chat if anybody's seeing it, and I was being quiet.
You watched it?
I absolutely watched it.
She gonna watch this and she gonna find out.
She'll be watching Righteous and Ratchet like that.
Oh my God.
So I was
Is that not the best show ever?
Bro, if you had a superpower,
bruh,
you would be a jerk.
Absolutely.
Why do we assume they are good people?
And that,
if you would think you're better than people, that makes way more sense than you being
way more.
If you were Superman's powers, I would think you are beneath me.
Homelander,
I'm flying everywhere. I'm not giving nobody rides anywhere either.
Bro, you would be a terrible person.
Do yourself a favor. I started watching this Wednesday. We finished it Friday.
It was fantastic.
And they were hour-long episodes. So it was definitely lit. Like
Tony put me onto it.
I got a guilty pleasure show I've been watching.
What's that?
Lucifer.
Is that good?
I like it.
You out here just watching the devil's work?
It's like, don't even look at him.
Did not think that's where he was going to be going.
No, it's on Netflix. It's not. He comes down. He's a detective. Well, he comes up technically. It's a whole thing, but I don't know.
But he's like the whole devil?
Partially.
Does he have like a tail and horns?
No.
He's just evil?
Yeah, I'm kind of.
How many seasons is it?
There's 4 of them. There's a 5th one that's going to be coming out.
All right, I might have to take a look
Kev's
at that.
not in at all, though.
There's a Lucifer's Pizza in LA, too.
Oh, that's good.
You made a video there one time.
There's 2. There's one by Roscoe's on Gower, and there's one over there in Hollywood, too. And the devil's in both of them. I had it. It was
Yo, did y'all see this on the internet?
To go to hell over.
Side note is that can we officially say the internet is undefeated?
Internet's undefeated. The podcast
would be a good podcast, but I was defeated
too. Be a great
too.
podcast for a company that would be existing.
Bro, did y'all see Oprah take a? It's never not fun. I feel like that's the ultimate equalizer.
I said this
anyone
on the
can
Love
fall.
Hour. You said the funniest thing. I want to read it.
Oh, in the group chat?
Oh my
man.
God. People falling will never not be funny. It's what connects us all. She worth $1 billion. Cool. Her butt toppling over just like someone making minimum wage with her. She felt just like Kevin Hart talked about Shaq falling, and it took so long.
It really did. And the messed up part was she was talking about balance as she fell. The irony.
Bro, okay, so when someone falls, you always laugh first.
Uh-huh.
Then
no,
you're
first
like,
you make sure they're okay. God happened? It's the laugh.
Anybody can get
You
it.
lead with the laugh,
Always.
and then be like, "Oh, you
I'm
broke
gonna
your
be
hip.
honest
My
with
bad."
you.
Okay.
I laugh first.
Okay.
Okay. So the funniest part to me wasn't even the balance part. When she fell, somebody said Oprah.
Like they just couldn't believe it was.
Why would you let that happen to you,
Bro,
She
she toppled, and then,
Oprah takes a tumble.
and then the internet does what it does. What was your favorite
man.
one?
Okay, so there's 3-1. Tony, skip that diddly dee. That always makes me laugh. Okay, she talking about balance. That was just super ironic. There's 2 good ones. There's Michael Jackson.
Michael
turning around.
Jackson just boo.
But Kobe jab stepping her.
Because it
Jab
looked like
step,
she
and
actually.
she went for the.
It looked like she went for the steal and got cooked.
Oh, dog. And here's my question to you and to us, the viewing public. Shout out to the Right Pack, by the way, who's watching this live. Did we
They're
talk
watching-
about Patreon?
Not yet.
I'm sorry.
Shout them out.
Shout out to the Right Pack, the Patreon. They're watching this live. Right now, it's Tuesday. This ain't going to be airing until Wednesday.
Yeah.
And in addition to being able to watch stuff live, they are getting a entire catalog of content. There is so much exclusive early stuff there. We preview Girl Dad, the podcast.
Girl
there
Dad
first.
was up early. Bonus episode of Righteous and Ratchet. Love Hour After Dark.
Yes.
Paganzi Tapes podcast.
Slept on.
In case you missed it. Greg Fitness Show, if you ever comes back
Spoiler
from Atlanta.
alert.
And you can be down
Spoiler
with that
alert.
for as low as $5.
Just
a month.
$5,
Just
Buster.
$5, Buster.
All that content. We used to just give you Righteous and Ratchet.
And a bonus. That was it.
That's all. Now we gave you 6-7 pieces.
New content.
Shows,
It's
and we didn't
lit.
raise the price.
Not at all.
We
Oh, no.
did it.
You
Plus,
could've.
we got the Discord chat.
Oh,
Oh,
the Discord be
Discord's
lit.
lit.
Discord,
be
Discord
lit.
is better than Twitter
And
for
it
me.
gets a little crazy in
It
there.
gets
got
wild.
Discord After Dark.
Oh, yeah,
and they
that's
be
a whole
talking
separate-
about
that's a whole separate
sexual
channel now.
activity.
Oh, for real?
Oh, yeah.
I'm in there late night.
I went in there after a show one day. I was like,
No, there's a whole separate. We set up a whole separate channel for everybody
I had
to
to
get
set
there.
it up.
Yeah, because you
in
gotta,
general, it was first they was doing it in the general chat.
Oh, for real?
And it was like, I was like, oh, children.
we
guys.
can't be having Scarlett in there reading.
Oh, man. Shout out to Scarlett, the sweet little girl who wrote us a letter.
Oh, yes. That was
Did
so
you listen
nice.
to
I
this?
seen
She
that.
said, I love when you beat Doughboy in basketball.
I did not like that. But just the fact that she gave up the whole dub.
Bro, you know how much money $20 is to a little kid?
Man, you know how much $20 was to me 2 years ago. That to me, that little kid.
That's still a lot to me. I'm gonna just keep it there.
39-year-old doughboy could have put that 20 to usage. Shout out to her, man.
You talk about as a little kid.
Side note, and this is like, I don't want to like have a.
Hold on. We got to go back to Oprah.
we're not
back.
skibbity past
Here was
that.
my question. This is
Okay.
what I was asking. Are you, and you, the person listening, are you not rocking with Oprah? Because I feel like a lot of people are not rocking with her.
Interesting that you would ask that.
She was universally beloved, I feel like, up until that Michael Jackson documentary.
She was like Ellen Love.
Just like,
It was very quickly though.
it
how
was
the pub-
so
Yeah.
like the thing is the Kobe thing is funny. She didn't even say that.
She didn't even-
it was
Right.
Gail,
Right.
But because Gail and Oprah are so inextricably linked,
That's a great word.
I guess they're inextricably.
I was
He
going
did not
with
They're
use that.
so
He
linked.
didn't use that.
I was
right.
going
Because they're
with
so
it, 'cause I
linked.
was like,
I just want to say
that's
inextricably because they're so linked.
Right.
Oprah caught the Gail flack. Gail
Because
caught
she
the
stood
Oprah
up for
flack.
her though. She did kind of stand up like,
I mean,
this is my friend.
Well, she was
and
saying
get
like
it.
I feel bad for her, like she's
Right.
going through, like you know what I'm saying.
I-
So are you?
I am. And the reason why it's an interesting question because when me and Kiara did the podcast and we did a boss lady status thing, the first woman I thought to use because that's like where we like kind of shine some light on somebody that's killing it, and I thought her at first, and I was just like, nah. And then we moved to Issa Rae.
That was a good call.
But you know, just because of how the
But are
public,
you not rocking with her?
I rock with her though. I don't have.
So why'd
a
you
prob-
take her off?
Because I know I was probably wrong for that because I just
Because
knew that.
you don't want the backlash.
Yeah, I knew like the public perception right now was just like the culture is kind of feeling away. I gotta stop doing that. I gotta start standing in my because I
You
don't have a
always
problem.
stand in your
Because I don't have a problem with Oprah. I know people are like getting on her head about like the specials that she made or whatever, but I'm not like Oprah's been too good for too long for me to. It got to be something serious for me to be like, nah.
Well,
Oprah.
that's why it was interesting to me because I feel like the Michael Jackson thing, and then she was tied to the Russell Simmons documentary.
Right.
Then she backed out of that. And then Gail did the
Kobe
the
thing.
Kobe thing,
And then it started to seem like it was like an indictment against them to black men.
Here's the other thing. It was, I think it was a combination of two things. It was making the Michael Jackson documentary and not saying anything about Harvey Weinstein, or not being as vocal about Harvey.
And there was a lot of potholes in the Michael Jackson one that ended up coming out later.
Yeah.
And she didn't come back and clear that up.
There was pot roast in there too, and you were looking for that.
I think he smelled it and he just head on over.
So I think that was why most people are not cool with her.
But Oprah has been so much of our savior for like really my entire life.
That's another thing. So then here's what I thought was interesting as you say that. So then this clip of Toni Braxton saying like Oprah kind of set me up, like she framed the story about me being broken wrong. Like, you didn't see that?
No.
So remember when Toni Braxton was broke and like you was buying Gucci flatware and stuff? There was a clip that I hadn't seen when it came out. It just popped up recently on Twitter, maybe a week or two ago.
And she was talking
Toni
about
Braxton
Oprah?
was like, yo, I looked up to Oprah and she basically set me up for the okie doke, made me look trash. And that was part of the reason why the whole public turned their back on me.
Really?
Yeah. And then somebody else was like, Oprah was mean. And then I was
Oprah,
like,
I can never imagine Oprah being anything but amazing. She had a TV show for so long. She seemed like she does so much for the black community. She would always give away stuff. You get a microwave. You get a TV.
She's also very separated from the community at this point, though. For like,
when did this happen?
I'm saying like for where she's at.
talking?
She's got
Not
money.
Oprah.
Yes, Oprah.
She is rich, bro.
Oprah, I mean,
So is she out of touch with the culture? Do you feel like, how do you feel? Do you not rock with her?
I don't really have a problem with her.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't.
I just like, I was surprised that many people wasn't rocking with her on some like, we really, like, I'm gonna laugh at you because falling is falling.
But everybody was like, yeah, that's what you get for turning your back on a black man. I was like, or it could just be balance happened.
Oprah is 70. Like, this
is.
I don't know if I should share this or not, but we were shooting Squad Live. I don't know if you were there. And Stan fell.
Oh,
Stan Lathan.
No, really? I would have remembered that.
At the theater?
Really? Did he get it on tape?
And he scraped his elbow. I was like,
Did you laugh?
I couldn't. He was right there.
You didn't laugh.
And I was
Kept
like,
a straight face.
Pat was there, Meg. I was just
And
like,
none of y'all
and then
laughed.
he was like, That was just like, it was seeing the
Quick rub is so funny. It's like,
Just the visual of a 70-year-old man like, oh, I got a Howie on my elbow.
and I love Stan.
I got love for Stan.
Respect him so much.
Which is why you should have laughed.
Listen, if I fall, I know y'all are gonna laugh.
absolutely.
You got to expect nothing less.
If falling is funny.
Falling will never. Sometimes I just go on YouTube and watch falling compilations.
I need to start
It's
doing that.
nothing more.
Yeah, lighten
It
my
gives me
days
more,
up.
and I wait for the time it happens in person because I tell people I'm
Bro,
gonna.
I'm
laugh.
so glad when I fell in, where were we? Alabama?
Just the visual of
Bro.
you falling.
The more that I think about it, I was just like, man, if these guys were around, I would have never heard the
So
end
we
of
seen
it.
the war room. It was like,
Bro,
what?
I fell for 25 yards.
Josh was falling down a hill.
It was terrible. It was a moment where I was like, I'm gonna die because there's 40-mile-an-hour traffic coming across the street.
Yo, I
right now.
fell in the sauna in front of a bunch of people not too long ago, and all I heard was. And then you just gotta just get up like it didn't happen. Like, oh yeah, all right, man.
How'd you fall?
Getting up because it be slippery on the floor sometimes. So I just got up and I just stood up and I was just like, whoop, boom, hit the deck. But it was quick and I didn't try to stop it.
Oh, man.
That's where people always go wrong. They be
Gotta
trying to stop
embrace it.
You gotta embrace it.
I fell in college and Melissa laughed for 35 minutes. I fell on some black ice. I'm talking about woo-hoo, boom. And we were walking across campus and every 2 minutes she'd be like, and she would just start laughing all over again.
Because it's never not funny.
Falling is
Because you
funny.
just have no control over it.
Yeah.
Side note, totally unrelated. Did y'all hear? So they're gonna have a trilogy of the fight. Y'all know that, right?
Wilder Fury?
Yes. But did you hear?
About the boxing gloves?
I know. I don't believe that.
I don't believe it.
People
I know.
trying to
I
say
thought you
that
were
he
going to bring that
cheated.
up. That's why.
No. I'm
Fury?
just, they
That's
said
what they're
that like they
saying.
put it in slow motion and they can break down like they were like he cheated because they saying he had something in his gloves.
They're
I don't
saying his
believe
gloves
that.
weren't on all the way.
His gloves weren't on all the way?
Yeah.
I don't know how that would help you hit somebody harder.
I don't know either, but since the fists aren't in the padded part, that would be my only understanding.
That's not even what I'm upset about. I'm upset about what Deontay Wilder said. So basically, this guy.
We're at 19. That's why.
I was like, I
I was waiting for it. All right. Speaking of the future, if there's one thing humans aren't great at, it's predicting the future. Just take a look around. No amount of crystal balls, fortune cookies, or tea leaves can predict the world we're living in right now. But unpredictability is also what keeps life interesting. The trick is to enjoy the ride without worrying about what's around the corner. And one way to worry less is to get the right life insurance. That's where Policy Genius can help. Policy Genius makes finding the right life insurance a breeze. In minutes, you can compare quotes from the top insurers to find your best price. You can save $1,500 or more a year by using Policy Genius to compare life insurance policies. Now listen to this, guys. So if you haven't found a play-by-play breakdown of your future inside a crystal ball or a cookie, that's okay. Be prepared for anything with life insurance. In just a few minutes, you can find your best price and apply at policygenius.com. Policy Genius will always get the future wrong. Better get life insurance right. All right, man. You had one job. So basically he was talking and he was just like, I'll definitely be back. Tyson Fury didn't hurt me at all. Blah, blah, blah. It was the suit that I had on.
I saw your face, bro.
Like, bro, then he's blaming it on the suit. And I'm just, but then he said that he didn't get hurt at all. I'm like, bro what fight did you watch?
Bro, so I saw this interview where Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder and Wilder was like, I got ancestry spirits. and Tyson Fury was like, see, that's where you lost. Because I got Jesus.
Exactly.
And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to beat you up. Like, you got no chance.
He was like, you got all that other stuff. You shouldn't even be saying, I'm me. I can beat you.
I'm going... And I see, that's the thing about boxing, that all combat sports. People say they're going to beat you up, and then they beat you up, and then people go back and watch the interview, and they're like, "Well, I mean, he said he was going to beat you up."
And then he told him exactly how he was going to beat him up. Speaking of boxers, too, did you see the Mike Tyson? Was it like? Did you see that?
Yes,
So basically, and we can throw this in post, you got access to it.
And then Alexander, Napoleon, I know them all. I read them all. I studied them all. I know the art of fight. I know the art of war. That's all I ever studied. That's why I'm so feared. That's why they feared me when I was in the ring. Because that's all I was an annihilator. That's all I was born for. And now those days are gone. It's empty. I'm nothing. I'm working on being the art of humbleness. Can you believe in me? That's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss them. Because sometimes I feel like because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming with him. And it's not funny at all. It must sound cool, like I'm a tough guy. It's just, I hate that guy. I'm scared of him.
So basically, Mike Tyson was just like, he was just basically saying that he doesn't even know who he is outside of boxing, essentially. And I that kind of scared me. Like, I don't want to be.
Mike Tyson is such a freaking intense person.
Bro.
First of all, when I was watching that video, I was like, he could probably be a great actor.
Absolutely.
Because you can tell he feels that. Like, I don't even want to know that man again.
He said, I don't want him to come out because all hell's coming with him. When he said that, I got chills. Like, whew.
People used to fight him, bro.
Bro. And see, he wasn't
Before
like
Riddick
these new
Bowe,
dudes. He wasn't coming in with a bunch of costumes, lights. He came in with black trucks and black shoes.
He was when he would duck under and come up with the uppercut. Bro, even when he shadow boxes now, you could still
has
how
it.
fast he is now.
Lightning fast.
Can you imagine getting punched?
No, Miss Green said it felt like getting kicked in the face by a mule.
No, he said that about somebody else.
He said that about Mike Tyson?
Wait, who's Miss Green?
Miss Green was the dude that he fought. He called him B-word Green. And when he was talking about getting hit, he was like, it felt like getting kicked in the face by a donkey.
Wow. He fought some Donovan Ruddock. I think Ruddock. Ruddock, Mike Tyson said it felt like getting kicked by a mule by this guy.
I don't know how people can still sign up for combat sports like that. If I get brushed too hard, get me out of here.
Can you imagine Mike Tyson punching you in the face?
Repeatedly? No, I can't.
I can't think of anything worse. Like Lennox Lewis, I feel like, he could punch me.
But Mike
Tyson
Tyson,
Fury, like Deontay Wilder looked like he punched hard too.
I think that I would rather get
But
him.
Mike Tyson,
He would
punching
fold people up like a picnic chair. Like it would just be, people would just go into a hiding hole. But this is the bigger thing that kind of threw me off about what he said. That it felt like he had become so obsessed with his profession that he didn't really know what direction his life was supposed to go without it.
I think
is that a fear of
athletes.
yours? Like, because like we're into our craft. Like, is it ever gonna just be like go and just be a regular functioning person in society, or will we feel like we're lacking in deficiency once we stop this, if we ever stop? Because that's what I felt coming from him.
That's a fantastic question. I've never thought about that because in
You
my
just expect
profession,
to always go.
well, in my profession, you can.
Would you ever retire and just stop?
No.
Do you think that we have one of the only professions that people say that?
No, announcers, bro.
But I mean, but like a doctor wouldn't say, I'm going to practice medicine.
No, they be going
They
for
be
minute,
old, man.
bro.
They be shaky with that needle too. I'm like, bro,
Yeah.
enough's enough. Man, like,
People be teaching to a lot of people like who love their work. They teach until forever.
So you would never stop. So as long as it's ticking, you're going.
I
this.
probably would never stop. I probably would stop like
as going as hard.
yes. I could imagine like doing a residency or having or like my dream Vegas residency.
Really?
Yeah,
That's the end
man.
result.
George Wallace.
But
Just come down.
I don't
do
think
my
you would do good living in Vegas. Do you think you like to live in Vegas?
Absolutely.
Really?
The house I'm gonna have.
out there, out
Oh, yeah.
there.
Or even better, like a weekend residency in Vegas where I just come. Like Boyz II Men had one. Everybody knows I went to Boyz II Men with the
Do your patties on stage. We remember.
They had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and they come back to LA. Like, bro, just come in and do some jokes.
What you're saying almost kind of backs up what Mike Tyson is saying. So do
But
you
see,
feel
the
like we're so
mindset-
defined by our careers that we don't know?
I don't know, because luckily for us, I can express myself creatively a lot of different ways. I can do the short videos. I can do dad jokes, which I've been doing just because first of all, it's funny. Some people are like, this one girl on Twitter was like, I'm going to unfollow Kev. Is he doing these like every day? And I was like, how about this? I'll block you.
Now we'll just take
Now
all
you
the
don't
guesswork
have to
out of
worry
it.
about it, right? People really be trying to tell you what to do with your social media. But I got stand-up. I got podcasting. We're getting ready to get into movies and long form content like that. And then I can go back and do the conferences. I could write a book, and then I could come back and do stand-up again, go back and do a movie.
So you never see yourself just completely stopping
No.
this?
I would be doing something. Even if I'm just doing it, I would do stand-up just for the love of making people laugh.
Well, then let me ask you this, though. In the event, for whatever reason, you had to stop, do you feel like you would feel how he was feeling about boxing?
Well, the thing, wait, what do you mean?
Because how he was just like, bro, like when he was talking, he was basically like, my life doesn't really have purpose without this thing that I did. That's kind of what I read.
Athletes feel like that a lot.
So
too.
would you feel like that if this was taken away from you for whatever reason?
Yes.
Really?
I don't know if I'm defined by this. I would more feel lost because I can't do what I love.
So you just
my thing is I did this for love without money for a long time.
Right.
So that's where I'm not I did stand up for 2 or 3 years, $0.
It just hit my head. We're in a profession that we can do this forever. He's not, and athletes are not, and
That's what
that
I'm
must
saying.
be frustrating.
Yeah, because think about LeBron or any
Brett Favre. We've
Brett
seen that
Favre.
fold out.
Usually those people have been doing this since they were a child.
Tom Brady right now.
Tom Brady, what am I going to do now if I'm not this person? If I'm not Tom Brady, the quarterback, what am I? Tom Brady, the announcer? Even
Right.
Tony Romo making $40 million or something like that.
He's making 17, 18 million a year.
Yeah, I
Something.
just do 40 in there. But that's probably not the same as, or I know it's not the same as playing.
Right, but
Right.
at
And that's
least-
all you've done your whole life. I can, if this was a skill that just was you're too old to not do, you can't do this anymore.
I wouldn't know what to do.
I wouldn't either. Luckily, we don't have to do that. You know what I
Right.
mean? But a lot of times, Kobe, he switched gears and put that passion into something else that he could be excited about.
Right.
And I think that's what it is. Remember, before stand-up, it was basketball. For me, I don't know why I thought I was going to go farther in my career.
That's really what you. Side note, I gotta bring Kiara over, man. She wants to get into basketball, man, and
You can't
I'm
teach
not
her?
good-
You don't want to teach her how to foul and push and get beat in Buffalo?
I'm trash, bro. So I got to bring her over one of these days, man, because I take her to the park. I'm gonna just be like, I don't know.
You're gonna set her back with whatever you teach her.
So moving on, Waka Flocka.
I love this.
You love this.
Oh.
You love this self-awareness. Go ahead. Well, then.
I'm sorry. Waka
walk us into
Flocka
this.
said he was a trash rapper. He made $30 million, and he stopped rapping. He said, "I know I'm trash."
I never thought he was trash like that.
This is the funniest thing about this. In the Twitter comments, most of the argument was people disagreeing with him.
Saying that he
and
wasn't.
saying, bro, nah, you were good. He's like, no, I wasn't. He said I was authentic.
Right.
But he was like, look at like what Kendrick does.
What Nas
He was
does.
like, what Nas does. Like, bro, I'm not
that.
And the thing is, like, bow, 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 bow.
Let him gunshots. Let him gunshots.
Like,
I loved it, but see,
But I think just because, and this Dragonfly Jones said this. He said, people think because you love it, like people are so elite with their taste in music, right? They think because they like it, you can't be trash. Because if I like you, I have good taste in music.
Wow.
And if you're a whack rapper,
then I'm a whack patriot.
I'm a whack patriot because I like a whack rapper.
Never thought
Instead
about it like
of
that.
saying, if there's good musicians who can make bad songs, music, or albums, then of course there's subpar musicians who can make good music.
So who like so give me an example of just someone off the top of your head.
That's whack?
That's whack that makes good music.
I don't listen to a lot of rap.
Because I can tell you
I
somebody.
didn't really think Waka was rap. I just felt like Waka made the type of music he made.
I feel like there's good rappers that make bad music sometimes.
Yeah, people
like
say that about Nas all the time.
He picks terrible beats. And Eminem, there's a challenge now going off one of the songs.
Godzilla
like,
challenge?
I'm like, bro, nobody wants to be able to do that. Like, it's not a good song to me. So I feel like he's a good
Do you think
artist.
Gucci's a great rapper?
Side note, this is
Eazy-E?
I don't feel like this is just random but connected. I don't feel like we give Gucci Man enough credit for what he had his influence has done. I didn't realize how vast his tree was. You know, he's responsible for people like Young Thug, Migos, Lil Baby.
Responsible how so?
Like discovering them and being one of the first people to invest in them.
Oh,
and,
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, like I didn't even know that Gucci was that. I think he should probably be in consideration for the new Def Jam job. Apparently, Def Jam doesn't have a CEO anymore.
Is Def Jam like a thing
they're kind
still?
of not doing well in general. Though.
Really?
Yeah, I can't remember the last time Def
Rosenberg was their Peter Rosenberg was their CEO.
Peter
and
Rosenberg?
Yeah, he was their CEO, and he just recently quit.
That was like a year and a half too.
I feel like Gucci Mane should be up for consideration.
It wouldn't be a
I
bad
saw
idea. At
Gucci
this
in a
point, it wouldn't be a
hotel
bad
in
idea.
Hawaii.
For real?
Give him the
And
head
he gave
nod.
you the black man head
Gave me the
nod?
black nod. He's forever good in my book. Game is bad in my book. Game gets no love. Let me think of who's a whack
Who's
rapper.
a whack rapper that gave you...
I feel like there's a lot of ones that gave you a song.
Now, I'm not calling Designer whack, but he
Perfect
gave us
example.
Panda, and that was fire.
Perfect
That
example.
was a great song for like 2 years, and I'm not saying he's whack.
He's whack, though.
But I haven't heard the
Designer's
follow-up
whack,
record.
bro. I feel like nobody's going to argue with you.
Do you think Designer's whack? Is Designer whack our resident music guy?
Oh, okay,
mean,
before you answer, Josh. JID, great young rapper.
Right.
The skill of rap.
set, very
Nothing
good.
about Designer says JID, which is okay. Because sometimes you just want to go, grah.
Right.
Future. Whack
Don't-
rapper
I'll punch you
who
in your
makes
face.
good music.
I'll punch you in your face.
Future makes the most
You just said-
basic.
No.
Basic. You
Dirty
ain't never.
Sprite 2, have you heard the mixtape, Kevin?
Are you saying Future be going bar for bar for bar? Blah, 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 I'm rapping about something, or
He's
he's
no-
making?
he
Is he
is
making
not
catchy
con-
stuff? Would you even argue that the Migos are great rappers?
Josh, say something.
What, he asking you?
Listen, okay.
But I'm not like
no,
I'm, and this
Migos
is-
are good rappers, and no, they're and Future is dope. Future
Nah,
created
man.
a whole lane. He's not. I don't think most people would consider Future
Slav,
a rap
what does
rapper.
Future say on that?
Whack.
Whack.
Okay, but
Whack and catchy.
No.
Like,
No.
Future's hard. Don't get
No,
me wrong.
Future is hard, bro.
You can be hard.
That's
Did
what.
you hear
No,
him on
but
the
I'm
song with
agreeing
Drake?
with you. I'm not gonna look to him if I'm looking for like lyricism or something deep in a song.
The technical skill of rapping.
I'd be your own Josh.
Bro,
I'm saying like the
if you-
technical
you
skill
put
of
it-
rapping
bro,
on the
and you like Jid. Jid would wash him if they go bar for bar.
and Black Thought, who most people agree is one of the best skilled rappers, be making boring music. You ain't never turning on Black Thought like, yo, let me pop that Black Thought in.
Actually making a
But
little
when
bit
you
of
listen to
sense.
Black Thought, like Tahir was playing one of his songs when we were on the road a week or two ago, and I was like, man, this dude's rapping. Cool. Right?
So-
But when March Madness came out and we had that party, we were at 1-0.
Dirty Buddy in a cup.
I
Oh, you
couldn't
remember
think
that?
of a better song for that time.
So then what do you think it is? Is it just music is more of a vibe?
So Rhapsody said this, and this was really good. Just watched this morning. She was saying, stop trying to say, people always be like, yo, you should listen to Rhapsody. She makes conscious rap. She said conscious is relative, basically. She said Cardi makes conscious rap to her lifestyle. She's like, Cardi used to be a stripper, so her most authentic rap, her conscious rap is stripper music. And what I think you should say is people make art that is reflective of them. You could call me a corny comedian, right? Don't agree.
No, I'm just saying I know that
it was
somebody
kinda
can say
quick
that.
with them.
I'm corny, but I'm not. I'm okay with that,
Right, because you are who you are. Like you don't try to be anything.
I am a corny dude. Like I'm a square. Like remember Orlando Brown was like, "You square." Like I never did a whole bunch of drugs. Never did a whole bunch of crime.
You don't even
I got a
cuss.
wife. Don't cuss. I got a wife, 2 sons. I like being at home. Like if you like hood dudes, like if you like hood comedy, right? Like say you like 85 South. Shout out to
the
coldest
squad
podcast,
Yes.
right? If you are a humongous 85 South person, you from the hood, that podcast really speaks to you, right? And then you come listen to one of my shows and you really love 85 South, you might be like, Kev's whack.
because
He's corny.
of what you like.
Because what
Right.
you like, right?
Absolutely.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Like I feel like music should be like that same way comedy is. Like when I watch 85 South podcast clips, I'd be like, I cannot do that. They're improv
Because like
game.
when you're watching it, it's like you're seeing it. It's just like I can't even see myself.
Carlos?
I can't see myself. And speaking of not being able to see things, prescription eyewear should it cost you more than a plane ticket or a new iPhone? By circumventing traditional channels and engaging with customers directly through their website and retail stores, Warby Parker is able to provide high quality, good looking prescription eyewear at a fraction of the price. Now, the Warby Parker aesthetic is vintage inspired with a contemporary twist. So speaking of glasses, Kiara had to recently get glasses. And I was like, Kiara, your dad has a podcast. We're going to get you some cool glasses. And now she can see and she is stylish with her friends. Now listen to this. Glasses start at $95, including prescription lenses. Lenses include anti-glare and anti-scratch coatings. Free home try-on program. Order 5 pair of glasses and try them on for free for 5 days. There's no obligation to buy. Ships free and includes a prepaid return shipping label. Head to warbyparker.com/RR to take the quiz and order your free home try-on. Introducing Scout by Warby Parker. Comfortable, breathable, and affordable daily contact lenses. Made from a super moist material that resists drying for lasting hydration and comfort. Order a trial pack that includes 6 days worth of contacts for only $5. And then receive $5 off your next Warby Parker order. Learn more at warbyparker.com/RR.
Freaking jerk.
All right, moving right along. Speaking of rap and its ridiculousness, Public Enemy kicks out Flavor Flav over politics. Okay, so it's a whole thing.
Flavor
Basically,
Flav is the one. Public enemy number one.
What you know about that?
What do you know about it?
It's lit. So
Your hair is
basically,
public enemy number one.
essentially what happened, Bernie Sanders was putting on a rally and he booked Public Enemy sans Flavor Flav. So he was
Yeah.
just getting Chuck D. Who's the other person in Public Enemy? I feel like there's a phantom other guy that we never talk about.
In the article, I was just
Just
to me,
those
it's
two.
kind of it's like J High or something. I don't know. It's Flav and Chuck.
So they had booked, Bernie Sanders had booked Chuck D as Public Enemy. And so then basically Flavor Flav tried to stop that and sent a cease and desist, which he apparently wrote at the bottom of it. What did he say?
Don't do this, Birdie.
Don't do this, Birdie, in purple crayon, apparently. So basically, because of that, Chuck D got ticked off and was like, man, you out the group, and kicked him out the group.
Chuck D said that's not why, but it's pretty
it's
obvious. And the thing is, Flav's done a lot.
I'm like, this is the end? This is too much?
Put Flav out the group.
You know, he had a whole slew of reality shows, and
which do not get the respect they deserve.
they started,
They
kicked it off.
They kicked reality
New York?
TV off like that.
New York had her own show.
I love New York.
Bro, New
Where
York.
Hoops at? Remember Hoops?
I remember Hoops. She was with Shaq for a minute. I feel like New York might be my favorite reality star of all time.
She has definitely survived the test of
She's
time.
got mean Beyonce.
And she's like
She
blowing
pulled
up
that
recently
pumpkin's
lately.
hair.
Yeah.
She was on Botch too. She had a bad boob job.
Oh, yeah?
That was a tough one to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, but New York was fun.
Yes, good energy.
Man. Flavor of Love.
Flavor Flav. Remember that was so lit? It was like it was the thing to say.
Now what is he gonna do? Where's he gonna yell that at?
I have no, but I'm kind of angry at Chuck D. It's like, look, political views aside, you don't kick Flavor Flav out of Public Enemy.
Chuck D said, "This is my group. I can perform solo legally. I drew the logo."
I doubt that he can do the dance that, you know what I'm saying, that
man.
Flavor Flav does. That's not going to be the same thing.
Can you imagine going to a Public Enemy concert without Flav?
Well, I would leave. I would not
Where's
even.
the yeah boy?
Yeah, like 911 is. What songs do Public Enemy have?
You know,
911
Fight
is the
the
joke.
power.
Fight the power. 911 is the joke. Come
In
on,
your town.
resident musical genius.
That wasn't my era.
No, that was before Josh's time.
So how do you feel about him getting kicked out the group? I'm ticked off.
I don't really.
I'm angry, man. They are a staple in the hip hop community.
No,
You can't be kicking Flavor Flav out.
You can though.
They
If
did.
you're Chuck D.
In the
have you ever
hierarchy-
been to a Public Enemy concert?
I have not, but in the
Have you
hierarchy,
ever?
I want to say hierarchy. In the hierarchy of hype men, I feel like he's the best.
Absolutely, him and Spliff.
Him and Spliff Star.
Spliff's my favorite hype man. Spliff was just in the videos like
He was just always just bouncing around.
Spliff literally was just having a good time.
Side note, and I might sound ridiculous for this. Ain't we supposed to be voting today?
We are voting today.
Yeah, I did
I'm
my
voting after.
ballot mailed in.
Absentee. I was gonna do absentee, but I forgot.
Because I am registered to vote. I just don't know who to vote for.
You had so much time to look all this up, doughboy.
You ain't been watching the stuff. You ain't been reading the reads.
Can I just go to a place and just pick whoever sounds good?
Oh, please don't.
Or is that worse than not going?
You shouldn't have even said that.
What? Fix this in post. I don't want to get canceled.
No,
We're here now.
it's,
So let me ask you that question. So is it more ridiculous to go and vote and make a decision when you get there, or is it better for you not to vote?
That's a slippery slope.
It's-
I would say, I mean, I am
I don't know what's
I'm an
worse.
advocate of voting, but I would rather somebody not vote
Than to vote and not know what they're voting for?
because you don't know who
you
you're
can't. When you're just gonna close your eyes and be like, this person, this measure, like that.
What is it that we're voting? Because the presidential vote is in November. I do know that.
So when is the first time you're gonna vote? Because this is a good little warm up.
But this is for local stuff.
This is Super Tuesday. You get to vote for candidates, all type of stuff. There's all type of things on the docket.
Well, how about this?
City council. Nobody came. There's people running for city council. You ain't been getting the texts.
I've been getting
Bro,
phone calls. Where did they get
First
my
of all-
phone number
First
from?
of all,
Man,
they gotta just all
enough.
hop in one group text and just send it out from there because this is
Bruh.
just too much.
It's a lot. And then they call like they know you, and then you pick up, they be like, hey, this is Senator Jim Sprouts. Like, wait, how did you get my number, Jim? So let me ask you this. When a person is going to vote
Yes.
and find out, where do you really go? And I'm not
So
trying to
here's
be
the
funny.
thing.
Where do
So
you go to get the information on the different candidates and what they stand for?
You can look it up all online.
Okay.
So me and Melissa, the last time we voted, we freaking sat. We vote absentee usually.
Okay.
You aware what that means?
No.
So
That's fair.
You mail it in, I'm assuming?
Mail it
Okay,
in.
cool.
They
Gotcha.
say, so usually you'll get voter. Are you registered to vote?
I am registered to vote.
When'd you register?
Last year.
Okay, and your current address?
Current address, the DMV.
So did you
all
get
that.
the stuff in the pack? The stuff in the mail usually comes and tells you what measures are on the docket. You threw it away.
Now that you say that, I do remember seeing some things at the house.
I thought it was just a President's Day sale.
oh,
There
Navy
was
has
stuff
flip flops on sale.
It's
So
not
that's
relative.
what
So
tells you
you
what's
can
on the
read
docket.
this. So they tell you what
Bro, look,
things
let's
you can
Google.
vote for.
I'm gonna tell you.
Okay.
You can Google it. Hold on.
There's like cheat sheets.
Yes. So, man, last time me and Melissa, because last time it was a lot. I was unfamiliar
It's overwhelming,
with.
especially when you're in there.
It's definitely overwhelming. You shouldn't feel bad about being
Okay.
overwhelmed because it be a lot. It be worded kind of weird sometimes. So there was a website we were on. I can't remember the name of it.
I think I did the same thing.
We spent hours listening to the measures, reading it like explaining it. Boom, California voters guide. This is what it was. Progressive voter guide. Guys, so it tells you what district you're in. So city council, this guy Paul Krikorian, he's the Republican candidate. Nithya, who's hot? Nuri Martinez.
So all these people that are on there, if you wanted to find out what their views were on certain
It's
things,
all in here.
It's all in the thing.
Yeah, it's like
It's
little
what's-
bullets.
Yeah, what they're important, what they're racing for. So a lot of it is city council.
And these
Lorraine
are the things-
Lundquist. So yesterday somebody came to my house and was like, "Man, vote for Lorraine."
They came to your house?
Yeah, he was canvassing the neighborhood. I just got back from the road and he was like, "Man, what you doing, man? Vote for Lorraine." And I was like, because I wanted to leave. I was like, "I'm absolutely voting for who was it? Lorraine." He was like, "Really? Mm-hmm. That's been my person. What, Lorraine, the whole time." But no, so they'll have all the stuff. Literally, it'll tell you what to vote for.
So if I knew nothing and I just went to go get all the information and find out who I should vote for, it'd probably be like a day
Literally,
to probably
you-
get all that.
I mean, you could pull that up in there.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
But I
actually.
probably
It's
should
not
have
like you're
waited
taking
till
a
the day.
test.
It's probably not the best
No.
to wait for.
It's just going to take you a little bit longer if you want to actively understand who's.
But you
standing
guys,
for
do you
what.
guys feel confident about the people that you're voting for?
Well, so here's the absolute truth. Sometimes if I like this one, I haven't done a whole bunch of research on everything, so I don't be voting for stuff I don't know about. So measures like I remember the one back in Washington.
Okay.
I was a little naive. It was about this was before I drank, and I was like, the devil is in the whiskey. And there was a measure to allow because Washington used to have liquor stores.
Okay. They don't have them anymore?
No, well, then they allowed you to go to liquor. The measure that was on the ballot was to go for liquor to be able to be sold in grocery stores.
And you were against it.
And I was like, no way, man. The children. What about the children? Man, and I found out who was lobbying behind that. It was like Costco. And it was just like there was so much money behind that.
So it was
thing.
all a money play.
There was no way that bill wasn't passing. This thing, me and Melissa voted hard again. No.
And just for it to...
You can't get liquor from the 7-Eleven. What about the children? Man, they gonna be buying beers. Resounding yes. 97%. It was like out of this world yes. And I was like, but what about me? I voted
How
for
many
no.
like city council things do you think are be on average on the ballot? Because then there's
What do you
city
mean?
council things, and then there's things you got to
So yeah,
vote
so
for the
it's
nation later.
broken up. The ballots are broken up.
I got to really get into this politics thing to learn
It really,
I
it
guess.
just takes some sitting down and.
Because I just be busy. It ain't like I just be trying to. I be like, if it was like a Netflix show that can like tell you the stuff like I'd watch it.
Hilarious.
I'd be like, where else? Like, do these like are they giving speeches against each other?
Yes. So the thing is, the thing that
They are?
no, to be in your well, you haven't been following the people who are ready for president.
Elizabeth Warren.
So
I just see the commercial. for her
those
this morning.
people have big like that's gonna dominate.
Is that who the
everything.
culture is behind? Elizabeth Warren.
Man, the culture ain't behind one person at all.
So we don't
That's why I'm
even. So we
pretty
don't even
sure
have like a strong person that we
Trump
all know.
is going to win. Trump is going
For
to
sure.
win.
And could it
think
be
so.
another thing that since we just don't want to vote for Trump, we just don't vote?
I think what's happening is
Is that how they're
Last time,
getting us?
Just like last time.
This is what happened. People love Bernie. If
Okay.
you love Bernie, you hate Biden, you hate Warren. If you love Biden, you hate Bernie, you hate Warren. If you love Warren, you hate Bernie.
See, that's-
and what happens is when people lose, they're not consolidating power.
Right.
It's just like, well, if my guy's out,
Then he's just gone.
like Bernie Bros is the name for people who like Bernie.
Is Andrew Wayne still running?
He's out.
What
Yeah.
happened to him?
He
I thought
left.
everybody liked him.
He did get liked.
He was
but-
just like-
bro, once you get to close to Super Tuesday, it's like,
Wait. He was just doing all that, all this time, going on the Breakfast Club, getting everybody excited.
he went out February 11th.
And
I
just-
just looked him up too. I didn't even know. I didn't even see nothing because when he went out.
How does that
Pete
even
went out,
happen?
they don't see no path to victory. and they realized by continuing in the race, they're just splitting votes.
So that's more that
Pete
a common
Buttigieg
thing?
had just won Iowa, which is a huge thing. He lost South Carolina, and he was like, I'm out. People had just
So
donated
people
that
quit all
morning.
the time.
People are quitting every day. That dude, did you
Bernie-
see the white dude?
Bernie
Pete
quit last year,
Steyer,
right?
who was,
Bernie quit last time, right?
At the very end, he conceded.
I think so.
Very, very. Did you see the white dude who was dancing to back that thing up with Juvenile, Pete Steyer?
You didn't see that video?
Oh, white dude.
My.
Dancing to back that thing up. He went out the next day.
Just for dancing to that?
He probably was getting
Oh, yeah, the
killed.
other stuff going
He didn't
on.
have no chance anyway. He was just like, nah, I'm out of here.
So you're gonna go vote. So you're gonna go
I'm
vote
going right
today.
after this.
Maybe I'll just go with you and then just.
Oh, man.
I
You're
just
supposed,
pick
to, you're supposed to go to your specific spot.
Oh, by my house?
Well,
Well, actually, no. Now in LA, they've opened it up.
at least in Ventura
It
County.
was always like that.
But if I just pick the same stuff as you, then I mean we're the same guy.
We are
We're
not.
both black.
No.
We're both in the 250s. We both have kids. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You cannot. Come on, man. Whatever you say, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Hit me a little copy and paste on your poll.
Nah,
No,
man.
but no, I
you
do-
should go.
what should
and
I
read
do
about
though?
just read. Just go and
But hold on. A lot of that's been going on in the house, guys. I've been knocking down things in the house. Shout out to Tony.
God.
Now listen to this, you guys. This episode is sponsored by Blue Chew. Okay? Blue Chew brings you the first chewable with the same FDA-approved active
dude.
ingredients as Viagra and Cialis. Now, guys, you know I'm starting to get up there in age. I'm 40, about to say 41. So, you know, I'm in a very active relationship. And with my lady, sometimes, you know what I'm saying, after round one, she be like, hey, man, you think you're going to sleep? Get up. Round two, it's time to go. What are you going to do? So I like to give me a little, you know, Blue Chew, and I'm right back in the game. Now, listen to this, guys.
you listen to this.
Blue Chew is prescribed online by licensed physicians, so you don't have to go to the doctor's office or wait in line at the pharmacy. And it ships right to your door in a discreet package. Listen up, BlueChew.com. That's blue like the color blue. Right now, we've got a special deal for our listeners. Visit BlueChew.com and get your first shipment free when you use our special promo code RR. Just pay $5 shipping. Again, that's BLUECHEW.com, promo code RR to try it free. Blue Chew is the better, cheaper, faster choice, and we thank them for sponsoring the podcast. Quit your yarning.
I went to therapy, by the way.
How did
I forgot to say that at the beginning.
it go, Kevin? Did you talk?
I did talk. It was
Did
great.
it become emotional?
It did.
Did you
become
feel better
emotional.
after you left?
I felt much better.
Really?
Oh yeah. It was great. She allowed me to do some things that I did not.
How long are the sessions normally? About an hour?
50 minutes. You've been before, haven't you?
Yeah, I've been before. I'm just saying I don't know this person.
Yeah,
that you dealt
yeah. I
with
went
or
on
what the-
actually therapy for black girls because I was trying to find a black woman.
I thought it was because you are a black woman. And
I need something that resonated real to the core. Hey, man.
I went in there and like,
so you talked about.
Why are you masking this with jokes?
Yeah, Kevin, don't mask it with jokes.
You're literally.
Nah, man.
This is your coping mechanism. We know you. You don't have to do this.
Yes, we do. So did you?
Look at me. I'm tipping.
You're deflecting, Kevin.
No.
Lean into
oh,
it.
everybody's a pro now.
So how did it feel? So did you like talk
I was
about?
in there like, man, I'm cool, right? This is off the record, right?
So you talked to him and you opened up and you didn't stay in a shell,
She had me doing some stuff that I was like, this is dumb.
but you did it.
Yes. But then I told her, I think this is dumb.
That's cool.
Did you really?
Yes. She had me doing this one thing. I'll just share this. I don't have to go into my whole therapy
no,
because this is my whole therapy.
Yeah, it's a whole thing.
But she was like, you know, there's a little baby in all of us. There's like the little baby that was in you that was abandoned or whatever. That little baby still lives in you.
She didn't tell you to talk in a baby voice.
No, she did it. She was like, talk to the baby.
Oh,
I was like,
well, no, the stuff like that is supposed to
I
be.
know. I was like,
Baby?
she was like, what does the baby want? I was like, to be picked up. I don't. Usually babies want that. I don't know.
CP boy.
Say something to the baby. I was like, hey, little baby. You a little baby, huh? Your dad is not there, is he? Come on, little baby. I'll pick you up. Oh yeah, you put the baby down. He don't want to go down.
So you had to like imagine.
Yes.
So you had to imagine you were talking to the baby version of yourself.
Yes. And when I was done, I was like, that was silly. I felt like that was silly. She was like, I could tell you wasn't really rocking with it.
She's like, honestly, nobody really does it. I thought I'd ask.
But no, she actually had me. It was good. It was good to be able to talk with freed from shame. I'm going back this week or next week.
That's good, man.
Stay in that, man.
So you guys can get off my back about it.
I need to go too.
Kev's in therapy now, okay?
That's good.
Quit coping.
That's a good thing.
Shut up.
No, you can't do that because that's what's wrong in the black community. We be
What's
like
wrong
making
with it?
fun of it. No, it's a serious thing.
What, I
Don't
can still make
downplay
fun
it.
of
No, it's serious.
It is serious.
And
but
it's good.
But I thought the little baby. Come on, you and your man, I pick you up, man.
So you do feel like you got something out of it though?
Yeah, but I think that was it. Like that one session, I feel like we got it.
Shut up.
All issues are
You're about to open
done.
a floodgate of emotion.
Did y'all? I want to talk about this before we wrap up. Did y'all see this picture that everybody was talking about?
Trump getting prayed for?
Yeah, like what was?
It looked like an album cover.
What was that all about? And then the former NFL player Jack Brewer declares Trump the first black president. What does that even mean?
I don't know how that.
Apparently
He's
it was
not
about-
black.
Last time
Oh
I
wait,
checked.
no! I just realized how disrespectful that was. Like we didn't just have Obama for 8
Okay.
years.
Hated Obama.
What he was saying was they called Clinton the first black president, but Trump's really the first black president.
Is you just gonna act like Obama didn't exist?
I just didn't really pay that no mind.
So, but what was this picture about? It was just
He was getting prayed for by the blacks. The blacks were praying for him. Trump's face is. Oh, did you see this?
what?
Garth Brooks performed
That
in a
was
Barry Sanders jersey
in Detroit.
in Detroit, and a lot of
And and people like started canceling, like, if you're gonna be representing Bernie, I'm no fan of yours. You've never heard of Barry Sanders, you doofus?
Garth Brooks and Barry Sanders went to college together. Did you know that?
I did not know that.
That's why he was wearing it. That's like his boy. And the Trump.
How old is Garth Brooks?
Jeez.
Hold on.
He old. He out here.
He's probably like 56.
But
Bernie
people
looks
were like
like he's
canceling
85.
him for that.
But he wasn't wearing a Bernie jersey. He was wearing a Barry Sanders
No,
jersey.
it was a
But
Detroit
people-
Lions.
Oh my God.
It was a Detroit Lions jersey.
That just went over my
It
head.
was
Bro,
a Detroit
Barry-
Lions Barry Sanders jersey.
Arguably the most
Hilarious.
recognizable lion in the history of football.
It was so clear. It was a Barry Sanders
Why
jersey.
do people be so quick to speak? You don't always have to say stuff.
Hey Siri, how old is Garth Brooks?
Garth Brooks
Oh,
is
58.
years old.
Oh, you're
Hey
right.
Siri, how old is Barry Sanders?
Barry Sanders is 51 years old.
What?
Okay, maybe they were just close to each
Yeah.
other. Maybe they just went to the same college. Anyway,
The
it was
fact
so
that
funny.
people were
like,
trying to
keep your
cancel-
politics out of this, and he was like,
Bro, what are you talking?
"This is my sports. I'm not wearing."
What? When did it become like
You know what was funny about that though? At that time, I was like, "Yo, we really."
we gotta chill?
People don't be paying it. People be
They-
so ready to be mad.
Everybody's ready to press the button.
Everybody's ready to press the button.
For
You just
what
so
reason?
Must
ready
have
to
a
be-
lot going on just to be just ready to pounce like that
Just
at
ready
the
to
house.
pounce.
The
like,
fact
man.
that you don't know enough to know that there is a very famous Detroit Lion man
Why
named
would Bernie
Barry
Sanders have a football jersey anyway?
Of all the Sanders, you just go directly to Bernie? Oh, that must be Bernie.
Man, you know what's funny? Like I can't before Trump, I don't remember people being so, if you like this candidate, I hate you.
I've never. It's
it's
crazy
bad.
in a
It's division.
different
You know what I
type
mean?
of way.
Like there's been black people who like Republican presidents before, and there's ones who like Trump and who will like whoever else. But this current cycle, I've been like,
I always felt like there was at least, if there was a villain that the culture wasn't for, it always used to at least feel like there was another person for us to root for and vote for. I don't even know where that person is.
I just
Now
wanna
it's
go.
just like, don't be okay with Trump. And well, who should I go for? I don't know.
that the thing is,
Just
man,
not him.
You're right.
I
bro.
just don't know. Like, you know what I mean? And I can be okay with saying that I don't know enough about politics, and that's okay. People can make fun of me. That's cool.
But people don't be knowing, bro.
Exactly. But when I ask them, they be like, I don't
for
know.
sure.
Remember that doggone vice president thing you said? And I was like, that people know. And then I asked people, and they were like, I don't know, man.
Exactly.
This guy, that guy.
So you don't even know who for sure you're going to vote for in November.
Well, the thing is, here's what's happened. The person you like might not be the person that's on the ballot.
So then it's like you got to just pick the best of the worst.
Yeah, like say you like Andrew Yang, right? Say Andrew Yang was your
That's
person.
who I thought was cool, and I thought we were all getting behind.
Yeah. Well, I don't know why you thought that.
Because he was on the Breakfast Club.
Everybody was on the Breakfast Club.
I don't know.
They all went on the Breakfast
No, they
Club.
interview somebody every day on the Breakfast Club.
But I don't know.
Elizabeth Warren was on the Breakfast Club. Bernie was on the They all go on the Breakfast Club. Did you just see his episode and like it? And then like,
No, I had been hearing different things about Andrew Yang. I kept hearing and I thought that he was
Sid hit you up about doing
I didn't want to say that. I was like, yeah, Sid had talked.
That's all it was.
That's all it was.
You saw him on the Breakfast Club and Sid hit you up. You're like, we all behind him, ain't we? He been out for a month.
But and we don't
But
have
anyway,
a clear
so what
replacement.
happens is a lot of times what happens is you like the person you like and you don't like the other people. And when your person goes out, you don't have a choice now.
So now you just
end up voting for like Hillary. Like if you don't, I did not love Hillary Clinton.
But you were going to go for her.
I did vote for her, but I was like,
So then maybe the thing is we just need stronger candidates with better views?
I don't know what it is, man. Sometimes I feel like no candidate, period, is you're going to like 100%.
So should it be like in relationships, go for the 80-20?
Sometimes it feels like you can't even get 80% of what you like. It's just like I personally really like Elizabeth Warren's policies and stuff, and she seems very smart. But if she doesn't win, it's going to be Joe Biden or Bernie. It looked like Joe Biden won South Carolina, and then Buttigieg went out, and Amy Klobuchar, she went out, and they're like, yeah, go for Biden.
So Biden's still running.
Biden's still running. A lot of older blacks.
And Bernie Sanders is still running.
Bernie, Biden, and Elizabeth Warren are probably the top three.
And they're all Democrats.
Who are left. Yeah, they're all Democrats. It's only going to be one of them.
Because only one person can run against. There's only two people that be running for president at one time.
What happened to Bloomberg?
Bloomberg, he in, but he ain't in.
You know, it'd be crazy. I mean, actually, no, I don't think it'd be wise if he did.
He's just as bad as Trump. Most people can agree he's the Democratic version of Trump. He was stop and frisk.
Really?
Yeah.
He was stopping.
People in New
especially
York.
from
were
New
like,
York?
hate,
Yeah, he
bro,
was the
people in
DA.
New
He
York
was the police
hate
chief.
Bloomberg.
He was the mayor.
Yeah. I was wrong in everything I said. All right, where we at time-wise, man?
We're
We
around
good?
there. Yeah.
I don't know nothing about politics, and whenever I try to make the litigated stand to go find out, I get just muddied in red
litigated
tape,
stand?
and I'll be like, it's too much.
The litigated stand?
I don't know. Shut up. I be trying to learn about this stuff, and then I'll be like, it's just too even when I talk to people that try to have a realistic conversation, I'll be like, nah, I don't know.
There's a lot of people like you, bro. People just don't want to admit that in real life. Bro, when I'm at the barbershop, people be like, man, voting is dumb. None of this matters. I'm not even voting.
And then I say it publicly, yeah, you're poison to the black culture. I'm
Yeah,
like, but
you
I
just
Which
gotta
like
get
my
out the
thing is
comment.
like if you're about that, then you can't say nothing. When you can't complain about nothing.
No, we can. People do still complain.
Oh,
though.
why?
Did you vote? No. Then why are you
So you
complaining?
know all the people that you're voting for and why you're voting for
I
them?
know most of them. I don't know everything about.
And the ones that you don't know, you're just not going to vote for them?
I'd rather leave it blank than vote for somebody I don't know about.
I'm good with it. Well, let's go look at the docket. Let's see what else. Did we miss anything? Oprah. All right. Flavor. We didn't get to talk about Meg Thee Stallion.
That was actually interesting.
Let's talk about that really quickly.
So she basically went online the other day and was like,
I can't put out music because of
I
the
can't put
record.
out, and people were like, you should have read your contract. Let me tell you what. A lot of people made this point. Lawyers' contracts are not, even if you read it,
Some lawyers don't even catch everything.
bro, they are nearly impossible to understand if you didn't go to law school.
Right.
The lease for this place, I was like, am I dumb? I don't know what y'all are saying.
Right.
Lawyer, so I was talking to my lawyer about this. And he was like, the first thing they teach you in law school is that contracts are not written for the average person. They're written in
They
legalese.
force you to go get somebody to translate it for you.
Well, that's the thing. Like, even if you have a lawyer, you can still get caught in a bad deal.
Right.
Somebody was like, you don't even read the terms and conditions of your stuff.
Of your phone
Of
when
your
they do
phone
the
or
update
whatever.
on your phone. I've
You
never
don't-
read
You're
all
not
that.
even aware of the stuff you're reading. And everybody's a
legal
law
expert.
expert. Legal expert. I said a law expert. A legal expert when it comes to Meg Thee Stallion. But and then one person said, which I agree with, like, we're not asking you to be an expert, but you should know enough to get an expert.
I feel like in 2020, if you're still getting beaten a record deal, it's kind of on. I don't want to say it's on you, but it's not. It's on you for not arming yourself with somebody that could.
I think
because I mean we've been hearing about people getting beaten in the music industry since the inception of the music industry.
Well, not since the inception. After it happened, we heard a lot about it.
Okay.
It is kind of surprising now because it's like you have like.
Everybody has gone broke in some.
Yeah, because it's like we want people to be better.
Mm-hmm.
You want to learn from the Tony Braxtons and the TLCs and like
Right.
all the old school rappers who got beat out of their deals in publishing. But the entertainment, the music industry is predatory.
Very much.
Somebody
And-
hold on, this is funny. So apparently it was saying Meg could only make 60% of her money or something like that, and 100% of her performances went to her label. Somebody said, "So you mean to tell me Meg was twerking for 60 cents off the dollar?"
Hilarious.
I was like, dang.
but for whatever she did, though, she went public with her grievances, and now apparently something happened. So now she can release music, and she kind of got out
That's
of that
what I'm
contract.
always wondering if
That's all you got to do is just
That's what
go
I'm
on the internet
wondering.
because Juicy J. Side note, that name. But anyway, Juicy J just went against Columbia Records. And he basically was like, I'm dissing them, da 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 da. And he went on this whole campaign. And then the next day he was like, okay, they called me, we're good. So I guess people just don't want to be put on
That's like
blast.
when that Lovers and Friends concert, they was like, "This is fake. I'm not performing." Oh,
Man.
Wire hit lit. Lil
That's the
Kim
thing,
did
bro.
that
These
like
things be getting booked,
lit. Like, don't release the flyer till all the wires are deposited.
which is fair.
Because now it looks like your thing is fake, and people come back. Twisted too. Man, I have no. Oh, did clear?
Oh,
We good.
Oh yeah.
Throw your hands in the air, actually, is why my hands were up. This has been another installment of Righteous and Ratchet. I have been Doughbois.
Kev on stage.
Age. And we will see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace.